What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the A Show with the Kings, a pro wrestling podcast. I am Justin, here with Armon, second week in a row. What's
hmm I'm good, man. I'm good. Can't complain. It was a fantastic weekend for us.
Yeah,
Obviously a
absolutely
great chamber show, but
peak
the game
weekend?
of the year, the game of the year dropped this weekend. 5 million units moved, baby.
5 days.
They ain't, and they ain't doing it like this no more. And it was completely deserving of that type of performance. We talked about it a bit when we linked up in the party late night, but the story, the gameplay, the callbacks, all of that, it is as satisfying a game I think I've ever played in my life.
Yeah, what's crazy is that I knew it would be good, but I didn't think Resident Evil Requiem would be that fucking good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm rolling through a second playthrough. I randomly got busy out of nowhere this week, so I
Yeah.
got to finish that. I'm currently um in the underground with Grace,
Mm,
at an hour in.
okay.
Because most people are like, "You're pretty good." Most
Yeah.
people say you need to get to RPD by 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, if you get to RPD by 2 hours, you can pretty much clear the game in under 4 at that point,
Yeah.
especially if you're doing I'm doing casual just so I can just blow through it. Then I'm
Of
gonna
course.
do it. Then I'm gonna Jey Uso it and do it a third time and get some cleanup trophies. Yeah, like, I gotta get the raccoon trophies and shit, and then I'm doing insanity, and then
Yeah.
I'll do a speed run insanity, and then I think I'll be done.
Yeah, I'm on my third playthrough. I'm doing it on the hardest difficulty right now. I got like 12 trophies left. I got to get two more of the Mr. Raccoon joints. I got to read like six more files. I'll try to do the speed run. I'm not a speed run type guy. Like I've been watching Balk do his and my boys doing one, and just the frustration of like constantly having to reload save files and figure out like routing, all that. Like it seems like a very tough load, but I don't
But
know.
once you see other people do it, you pretty
Mhm.
much got it. Like, I was able to kind of by memory, it's pretty forgiving, Armand. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty forgiving. Like, I ran into so many rooms where I was like was not supposed to go into in the care center,
Yeah.
and I was able to like still get through Grace's whole first half in an hour. Like,
Okay.
the most people say like the optimal amount of time is 46 minutes. I might have spent a little bit more time because I actually did the kill chunk, the big fat baby. I did
Yeah.
that achievement during this run
Yeah.
because I had some requiem bullets just laying around. But like it's pretty forgiving. I think you could do it. The
Okay.
thing is, one of my crowning achievements as a gamer was speed running Resident Evil remake on GameCube.
Hmm.
And that was I beat it in under 2 hours. I beat it in like an hour 45.
My goodness.
And it was one of I mean, it's a short game, like once you're running
Yeah.
through it, but like it was one where I would look at a YouTube video and go back and forth to like make sure I was hitting certain parts right, getting the dodges
Mhm.
right, stuff like that. And that's a way harder game than
Yeah.
Requiem is. So I think you can do this.
Yeah.
Especially if you get, I mean, you can use infinite ammo if if you really so
Oh, I'm
choose. But
absolutely on that.
I think you could do it though. Like, bro, seriously,
Yeah.
Grace's first part in the care center, Armand, you could do it in like 10 minutes. Like, no shit. You
Okay.
don't even have to worry about the girl because once you notice her pattern, you don't have to even hide anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you could just run. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I'm telling you, it's not that hard. But if you have not played Resident Evil Requiem, please, for the love of God, what are you waiting for? Even if
Yeah.
you're a scary, spoopy type person, you can do it. I
Yeah.
believe in you. Play the game. It's amazing. Presentation's immaculate.
Mhm.
Just you just see the money on the screen. You know what I mean? Like, you see the money on the screen. Man, you don't even have to have like played all of the games to understand it, because once you beat the game, they give you a file that tells you
Mhm.
it gives you literally all the lore of
Yeah.
the game up to that point. It's actually one of the best things they've ever done, because I
Yeah.
think that it's very it, I'd say welcoming to people who are new to it, and
Yeah.
I would say that honestly, Armand, like, it's probably a really good kickoff to the franchise if this is your first time.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I feel like a lot of people are jumping on. Like people who know that I'm a fan are asking me about it. So this game has been the marketing for it has been stellar. Like it's really bringing in a lot of people who aren't typically Resident Evil fans. So yeah, I think this is a great introduction. And for everyone who's going back, I'd strongly suggest RE4.
Yeah,
RE2.
for
I
sure.
I personally love 5. I know people are split on 5. I love 5, but yeah, honestly, go back, tap into them all for real because
Yeah,
it's a great journey.
fantastic games, fantastic. Just the love of the series has just gotten us past a
Yeah,
lot of dark times. It was a real dark period, but now we're back. I'm glad that you play these games. I'm glad I have another zealot, Resident Evil zealot, to talk about these things with. And
yeah,
yeah, it's been a blast. I'm still playing it though. I'll
for
be able to
sure.
give an update next week on how many runs I've been able to get to. Because I mean, it's like realistically, it's on the longer end of a speed run for Resident Evil game. I think
Mhm.
Village was like under 2 hours. I think right. Like it's like somebody got us like a little bit under, but Resident Evil 4 remake, niggas have beaten it. Like the world record's an hour 38 or something like that in that game. I'm like, how the fuck did
Bruh,
you beat that long ass game in an hour? I think
listen,
my quickest run was like 201 or something like that. And that was using the glitches that they patched out of the game. I would use the skip
bruh.
glitches that they
Yeah,
patched out.
even that's impressive. I did for Requiem. My first run was 18, but like we said, I was taking my time. I was looting everything. I was killing niggas I didn't need to kill. The
Yeah.
second run, I got it in like I didn't check. I want to say like 10 hours.
Yeah.
So I got cut out a good amount of time. But yeah, like we'll see, we'll see, we'll
Yeah.
see. Maybe I'll get it.
It's good. It's so great. I love it. I love WWE. Speaking of which, let's get into the drama, the happenings, the BS that's happened over the past week. There's two specific things I want to talk about. One of them being the Jade Cargill thing. The second one being the Roman Reigns CM Punk promo from last Monday.
Yeah.
But I want to get into Elimination Chamber and all of the stuff we're within before we get there. We're doing this on a Wednesday, so we have obviously NXT has aired already, and AEW I think is airing as we're doing this recording. I guess big news from out there is David Finley is David Finley is
All elite,
yeah, all elite.
whatever.
I think what's crazy, I think the conversation that needs to be had here, and I tweeted this today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's real weird the way that they report stuff.
Hmm.
And as Sean Ross Sapp messages me, I don't give a fuck about the back and forth. I really don't.
Yeah.
Like wrestling shit don't make me shit at the end of
Yeah.
the day. You know,
No, it's really ridiculous. When it comes to WWE, they know everything. They know the date, they know the time, they know what gear they're wearing, they know if they're gonna be face or heel. When it comes to AEW, bruh, these niggas be ignorant, bashful, like, oh shit,
they don't be
look
knowing
who's here. Here's
they
all
don't,
the details after the fact.
they don't be knowing nothing. The
Hmm.
David Finley thing is interesting because like I watched a couple matches. I don't think he's particularly impressive, but like for like that to be like a big like out of nowhere him to be like a big story for a free agent signing, I was like that's kind of peculiar. Like I never thought
Yeah.
him to be like like this big major like thing or factor in anything. So when everyone was making like a big deal of where he was signing, I was just like I even asked in the chat today. I was like, is he like worth all of this like hoopla right now? And so he shows up in AEW. I'm like, okay, like whatever. Like I truly did not give a shit. So um I tweeted, and I'm doing this straight from like live because like honestly, I just got off of work. Two, I don't give a shit because again,
Yep.
wrestling shit don't make me shit. I tweeted like, bro, like niggas is definitely like running low key seeding campaigns
Mm.
for AEW, bro. Like that's what it
Hmm.
seems like. That's what it looks like. Like get defensive all you want about it. Like I'm also gonna say what the fuck I feel.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't give a shit. Like I'm not scared of nobody. But
And
like,
I think a lot of people would agree with you. Like there's a very clear bias and coddling in the media when it comes to them. And it's been happening for years. Like
yeah,
literal years. Like the shit that some of these podcasters, journalists, dirt sheet people stand by, the stuff that they justify, try to explain, try to defend, like it's really nuts.
yeah,
Cuz the energy would not be the same if it was, Titan Towers as they like to call it.
yep.
So
Or
it's
or the
it's it's
Fed.
insane. Yeah, the Fed, right.
Right? Again, this shit don't make me shit. And I
Yep.
think that, like, obviously, David Finley, like, get your money, playa, whatever, but, like, to me, it never seemed to me like he was going anywhere but AEW. I feel like the pipeline in New Japan, unless explicitly stated, and you, like, definitely, like, disappear for quite some time before you end your run there, the pipeline is from New Japan to AEW, like, that's the smoke. So, like,
Mhm.
anyone trying to make it seem like they was, like, they're trying to talk to somebody, I never buy it, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's just, like,
Yeah.
whatever, like, and people have their I guess, like, they're right people are right to assume, like, what WWE goes for in terms of, like, who they're signing, like, obviously, they're signing more a lot of their big, like, acts are straight out of, NIL, athlete, types, or they'll be, like, younger version, like, younger generation wrestlers that are also in college,
Yep.
right? So, like, stuff like that, like but to be fair, look at the track record. Like,
Mhm.
people are, like, going crazy over Oba, Trick Williams, who people have, like, some seemingly forgotten has a background in like, as an athlete. Javon's,
Mhm.
like, the only one that doesn't, right? Like, he was, like, straight in.
Yeah, indie guy, yep.
Yeah, so, like, again, like, there's a track record for that, and, hey, if I'm gonna be able to win, if they're more easy to, and we talk about this on the show all the time, if they're easily moldable because they know about that discipline, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, like, that's what they look for, but, like, somebody like a Dave Finley is not just it's just, to me, somebody that just doesn't look like he would work in the company. So,
I
like,
I wasn't familiar with his work at all, so I didn't I didn't feel anything about the stories. Like wherever he ended up really wouldn't have mattered to me until I got to see, what he could actually do in ring.
yeah, like, again, it's like, what pops off on the way that things get reported is very, like, you can say it's a you could say it's a coincidence all you want, right? It
Mhm.
ain't shit that damn coincidental, right? Like,
No.
some shit is just like that. Okay, this is ridiculous. Like, knowing where the nigga's gonna be is crazy. Like, it's just nuts. Like, he's in AEW now. Whatever. I don't. Sure, I'm pretty sure people. If you like it, I love it. NXT has a show this weekend.
Yes, yes.
NXT
Vengeance Day.
Vengeance Day. We'll talk about that on Patreon. We'll make people pay for that one. That's the five. That's the one for the five. I want to get into Elimination Chamber, a show
Let's
that
do it.
I thought was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, and I thought they kind of, like, had a lot of intrigue added to it toward the end because, again, we're getting outcomes that people did not expect.
Yep.
And I think that, again, that's never a bad thing. It's always, always, always a good thing that happens there. But raucous crowd there throughout the whole night. Women's Chamber, Armand, what did you think?
I thought it was fantastic. Kiana showed out. Raquel was my MVP of the match. She showed people like why she's been getting the booking, the strong ass booking that she's been getting. Really, really met the moment. And she's been in chambers before, but in one like this, she's kind of tasked with being not necessarily the ring general, but kind of steering things a bit more. It's like her, Rhea, Asuka, Tiffany, Kiana, there's one other person who I'm forgetting. Bliss. So it's like kind
Yeah,
of in a way, like she's not really the vet because there's like Bliss and Oscar and Rhea, but like Raquel still had a lot of responsibility in that match. I feel,
yeah.
and she held it down. So I really enjoyed it. I thought Kiana had a great showcase. I got the result that I expected, but really
I,
really great chamber match.
I didn't guess it. I didn't guess it. I think Jalen, I got to give credit to him because he was like, well, if she loses those tag titles, then
Yeah,
he's definitely winning Chamber. What
yeah,
do you had a tweet a while ago about the parallels
yes,
of Rhea and Bianca. This is like the
yes.
match that we just can't seem to get, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, I do think it's gonna happen at some point. It's a shame that we're gonna have to wait another year for it. But I know H and H knows the people,
I
and and it's absolutely gonna happen. And hey, this just gives Bianca more time. Bianca still got one thing left to do that she hasn't done that Rhea has, and that's beat Charlotte.
yeah.
So we can finally get that feud. There's some stones that are still left unturned. So It's tough, but I love that they're both going to be able to stack their resumes up even more. So when we finally get it, it can finally be that Roman Cody esque type match. It's that Austin Rock of the women type match. So
Yeah,
it's cool.
they're stamping it, and I think that when we get it, it's obviously going to be such a huge deal. It's going to be like, to me, main event worthy. And unpopular opinion, and I guess we could get into it now. Unpopular opinion, because I talked to Pat about this the other day, and he was just kind of like, I'm not getting like the Jade thing,
Mm,
and I was like, it just doesn't feel like a big match in a lot of ways, and I was like, well, I think because we're looking at it in a vacuum, right?
hmm
Look at Jade's reputation and what she's done since she got to WWE.
Yeah.
There isn't there actually isn't probably many people that have their resume that she does that actually would be a cool first time opponent for Rhea. Like,
hmm
Liv has been done to death. Io
Yeah.
has been done to death. We already got the story out of that. She can't beat her. You know what I mean? The, Rhea and Jade is like an actual big time, first time ever match. That is
Yeah.
actually a money match. And when you look at it, and again, I tend to think I was looking at it in a vacuum as well, right? Like,
hmm
I was looking at it like, oh, I'm not really seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
don't really get it. But when you do the maths, it makes a lot of sense when you do the maths.
Yeah. And honestly, I completely get it from the perspective you previously held, from Pat's perspective, from everyone's perspective in terms of like what's the story gonna be. Like
Yeah.
I get it. That's how we wrestling fans think. But bro, the story don't matter. We got Jade and Rhea on a graphic together.
Yeah.
like Meals tweeted, Instagram is gonna go crazy. This is a dream match for the Gooners. This is a dream match for all demographics of wrestling fans. Like it just makes sense. Like she's only lost to Liv and Tiff. Um, I don't remember if she was pinned in the tag team match. No, but her and Bianca weren't pinned. So yeah, she's only lost to Liv and Tiff. So like she's been very strong throughout her 2 years on the main roster. And Rhea's Rhea. Like this is what you do when it's time to get Rhea back in the picture. You have Rhea take down someone who, people have to rationally think, oh shit, can Rhea actually beat this fellow powerhouse who might be more of a powerhouse than she is? So it makes a lot of sense, and I'm excited to see how they put it together.
Yeah, I am as well. I think that initially it's like, not only Instagram's gonna go crazy, social media is gonna go crazy, Twitter's gonna go crazy because
Mm.
as soon as it gets announced, I think Rhea makes a tweet. She says, I guess the resume that she's had, this is her fifth WrestleMania, going into WrestleMania with a title match.
Yep.
Conversations about that too. It's like, well, how can it be new era if Rhea is on the last five? I'm like, so Rhea's not new era?
Yeah. Like she's not even 30 yet. I don't think. Like.
No. She's not new era. Like, she's definitely leading the new era. Like, she's leading it
Mhm.
over like Becky and Charlotte. Like, let's just be clear. Like,
Yep.
it's been this way for a while. Where have you been? You know what I mean?
hmm
Like, she's the leader of the new era. Yes, she is. She has been. The only reason it's not as clear, I think, in my opinion, as the men have been, is because it's taken a while to get away from you know what I mean? Like, Cody read up a new generation for the guys in
hmm
2022. Like,
Yep.
full stop. Seth is old guard. Roman's old guard. Could you say Drew's old guard? He's been back for a while.
Drew's all guard for sure.
He's old guard. Like, a lot of people are old guard. Like Rhea firmly, and not into it. Rhea, Bianca, Io.
hmm
They hold on to this new generation. That's the four to me. Am I missing
Yep.
somebody?
That's it. That's the present right now.
Yeah, like that. Those are the main stars. And if you're gonna push for the next gen, it's gonna be your Julias, your Stephanies, it's gonna be your Jades, it's gonna be all of those people that are
Yeah.
pushing forward. There's literally nothing
Tiff.
to complain about here. Tiff, yeah, Tiff. There's nothing to complain
Yeah.
about here. Like, they've been good. It's
Yeah.
it's been more linear than the guys because the guys have taken a lot longer. And as you see, like, the NXT pipeline slowed down so much that there were no men call ups for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, and if they were, they couldn't slot in the way that, the women have. And that's just the reality of it. It's not a bad thing. Like where the men have fallen, some of them have still thrived, but yeah, they're just it's hard to be a Rhea, it's hard to be a Bianca, it's hard to be a EO, it's hard to be what Liv became because it obviously took Liv a while to get to where she is, but yeah, man, it's just the bag is different right now. That's it.
Yeah, it's a crazy argument, but
Yeah.
nothing crazier than Rhea retweeting something and saying, "I guess I really am that bitch,"
Hmm.
and that's what kicked it off. And
Hmm.
then the thing is that Jade goes straight to hell.
Yes. Yes.
There's no light jabs. It's
Mm-mm.
all full jabs. There was no report that they actually talked about any of this before it went down, right? This is like completely like
Yeah, from all the reports I saw, that was not a work. That was very real. And I mean, it happens, man. And this is the thing about the era we're in. Like these wrestlers can tweet each other now. Like we watch these beefs happen in real time. We see genuine dislike for people happen in real time, and they can kind of blur the line and work shoot it. But it's pretty easy to tell when something is a little deeper than a work. Like you calling out creative, you bringing up people's injuries and stuff. Like that's a different level of working, as people
yeah,
like to call it.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Like again, we're in a era, right? We're in an era where everything to me seems to be very kumbaya, very like copacetic, and that's a good thing, right? Like it's
Phenomenal
a good
thing.
thing for a lot of reasons that we've lived through eras where like wrestlers are like ravaging their bodies and doing drugs and stuff like that, shit like that, like. And that's the type of shit that people want to come back and like that to me, like even if it's tongue in cheek and like a joke or whatever, like I still think that there's a merit to people being healthy, bro.
Yeah.
Um, but however, there's also an element of like you need to have some of that vigor, some of that drama.
Hmm.
You need somebody to be a disruptor. And
Yeah.
like initially, I'm like, bro, Jade, she do a lot on social media. She do too much sometimes on social media, especially
Yeah.
at AEW. She was doing a lot. Here, I feel Armon, she's not even at the peak of what she was doing online with AEW. She was getting into real life, real deal beefs
Yeah.
on social media in AEW. She's still like to a certain extent doing too much on social media here, but like I'm gonna be real. I think what she said to Rhea and Rhea had said something like you talk too much or something like that, right? And then Jay
Hmm.
came back and said, yeah, just like you talk to creative.
Yeah.
And then that kind of sent Rhea into a tailspin. That's tame to me. It's tame to me. Super tame.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it clearly triggered something in Rhea, and I mean we don't know. I'd like to believe that she's not that type who's politicking to a fault backstage, but I mean that's what these wrestlers be doing. So it's a very possible thing. I love Rhea, but she clearly like it was clearly that deep for her to where she got set off. But I agree. I don't think Jade threw Jay threw a softball. Like she ain't throw no 90-mile-per-hour fastball. She ain't go crazy. That wasn't a haymaker, but it stirred up something in Rhea, which probably speaks to there might have been a long-standing disdain between the two or one-sided. And it's Mania season, man. Jade. We know Jade likes to tell her stories in ways that sometimes go a little further than they should. So
Bro,
I just
Jade is someone that, for all intents and purposes, disappeared from TV for months. Went to Dubai, posted it instead of being
mhm,
injured in kayfabe. Made a
yeah.
video out of her own pocket that I'm pretty sure no one in WWE knew about, talking about how much she hated the women in the roster. And then came back and
Mhm.
won a title.
Called them all wolves, wolves in sheep clothing.
Like, come on. Like
Yeah,
that's just G shit. It's G. I'm
y-
sorry, bro. I gotta call it a spade a spade. Like she was on niggas' heads. And then
she was.
Chelsea and Piper come through and jump in.
Mm,
That's where to me it went left. I think that
yeah,
like I think everyone overreacted after this because it became, oh, why are they, everyone's tag teaming or they're posing uh microaggressions toward a black woman, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I
mhm,
think the only two people that were really doing that were people that I feel were not Chelsea and Piper. I think that those two have actual legitimate beef that
yep,
is far beyond them trying to hide it. They're not hiding it. A microaggression
Oh,
is like
absolutely.
you're hiding it. You know what I mean? Or you're saying it unconsciously. They are consciously saying these things about her. The only people that are doing microaggressions are the idiots online. So
Yep.
like, let's just get that off the way. Like,
Hmm.
there are people that are taking it there, but I feel like the workplace beef between the four of them, and really, I would put Rhea out of it because she was so bewildered. She didn't say nothing for days.
Yeah.
But like, it was just those three. And I'm gonna be real. Jay Bartum. She Bartum.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was one of those. I know you not talking. Like what the fuck you doing in this? You got no business being in this. You know I already don't fuck with your ass. So you're gonna jump in this, try to throw shade, and then try to turn around on some bashful, oh, yeah, I guess a hit dog gonna holler. Like you know what you was doing. You know what you was doing. You was trying to stir something up. And in a situation like that, you can't win because if you ignore it, they're gonna think you pussy. And then if you say something, they're gonna be like, oh, we got to you. Your feelings are hurt, so you can't win there. But I think Jade absolutely gave them a great counter there. So I was with it, man. This was some fun negativity. The discourse around it, ass, but
Ass
the
always.
the, the bars, great.
But it makes for good, honestly, it makes for good TV. it makes
Yes,
it makes for good TV. It makes for great drama. It makes for great intrigue. Like, because what's this story really going to be about, Armon? What's it really going to be about? Is Rhea? I'm on top. I'm mommy. We know all of that stuff. What's the real at the real root of it? What's it gonna be? And I
yeah,
think that there's an opportunity to blur the lines a little bit here. I think it's fine. Rhea hasn't had like a real, you know what I'm saying, like behind the curtain type shit ever. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's
They like tried to do it with their feud with Becky, like the stuff they did on Ariel Hawani and her bringing up Becky's family, but that was contained. Like,
yeah,
like the stuff on Hawani seemed very scripted, like worked. Like it all seemed like work, and we could kind of see through that because we know how Becky is too. But with this, yeah, there's an element of like loose cannonness. It's like, yo, what else? What else is gonna happen? Like now, we know Rhea's gonna be on SmackDown Friday. Niggas can't wait to see what that segment gonna be like.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
it's a net positive, and hopefully, it doesn't go too far.
But famous last words. Famous last words. We have a whole face to face on Friday. We have a
Yeah.
whole face to face on Friday between these two. I think the intrigue to me is reached a fever pitch, and I'll go on a limb and say it. Like, I'll go out on a limb and say it, that I think this should main event night one.
You know, I'm I-
Mm,
I'm I'm the guy who said last week that they could just throw Liv and stuff out there, and if the match delivers and the moment delivers, it could work. Why not do it with Rhea and Jade when Rhea is a bigger star than Liv and Steph? So it could work, even more so than both of them. So I can't sit here and be like, "Nah, you tripping" because of what I said last week. So fuck it, let's do it. Let's
it
do it.
to me, it should happen. To me, it should
Yeah,
happen. To me, it
because
makes sense.
Rhea's never gotten her Mania main event either, so
Yeah. Why not? Why not? Optically, it would look good.
it would be awesome.
Realistically, it would look good. I think it's good on all of them to do it.
Yeah.
Um, like it's to me, like, you open up the door to just say, "Yo, Rhea's a WrestleMania main eventer." It's needed to happen for years. There hasn't
Mhm.
been one in forever.
Yeah.
There hasn't been one in like 5 years, right? 5, 6 years.
Yeah. Since Bianca Sasha.
It should have been Bianca Becky.
It should have been Bianca Becky. It could have been Charlotte Rhea. Shit, last year's could have been, even though it was, they had the Punk triple threat and Cody Cena. Like that match on paper could have been a main eventer. So yeah, man, it's time. Like this is a cheat code for H. Like there's no way H can go wrong doing this because people are going to be happy that it's a women's main event regardless of who is in it. And even if the match like isn't that great, actually people will probably complain about that. But
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, honestly, I think if they give us a 3, which is
Mhm.
kind of the ceiling with Jade involved, like
But
Rhea's gonna have to do a lot of heavy lifting.
I think Jay could do more and should do more. I said this in the chat the other day. I was like, the worst thing you could do is have, in terms of like her popping her shit, the worst
Yeah,
thing that can happen is her actually get good at this
yeah.
and then pop her shit. I
And
look
and
at
and she's had solid matches lately. The Jordan match was really good.
she's on a hot streak.
Um,
She's on a hot streak right now.
yeah, yeah.
however short lived that may be, she's not terrible. We know that. We know Rhea is a ring general.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to keep it professional come April. But I think that there should be an opportunity for the main event. If this program is hot enough, let the main event the show. I think it is.
I'm
They
with
got
it.
some strong competition though.
Oh,
Strong
absolutely.
competition on the
Absolutely.
guys.
Based off what we saw in the rest of the chamber.
Yeah, night two is sewn up, I think. But night
Absolutely.
one is some strong competition.
It's
But
it's definitely up for grabs. It's definitely up for grabs.
um Becky versus AJ, good match. Better than I thought it had any right to be. I think Becky
Absolutely.
overthinks. I'm starting to think Becky overthinks these a lot. I think she's wanting to make epics too much.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
in that edge phase when she's in her head like it gotta go this way story wise. And I'm like you could keep it simple. I thought AJ looked great.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The growth from the WrestlePalooza match and War Games, which the War Games shouldn't have to do as much, but WrestlePalooza, it looked like damn, you gotta head down to Lodestone and hit the PC and hey man, it looks like she did all that because she was cooking in there. And honestly, I thought Becky was fine. Like I didn't think it was too overbooked. I love the Jessica Carr stuff that's been ongoing.
That was where I was
And
thinking the overbooking was happening was the ref bump.
okay,
Because
yeah,
like
and I'm
very rarely do you get the visible tap, but then the tap leads
yeah.
to like the actual win. I was like, okay, you could have just did it, you know?
Bro, I was legitimately shocked at that. As soon as I saw the visual tab, I was like, all right, this is going DQ. And then when AJ actually went, I'm like, oh wow, I don't know the last time they did the visual tap to actual tap. Like I legit could not tell you the last time that happened. So it was fresh in that way.
Do you still think? Because the rumor has it that it's going to Mania. Do you still think that?
I see no reason why it shouldn't. We know Becky, but Becky is hell bent on getting her rematches. She gonna be. She's been all over social media as is. She gonna be in Pierce's office, Pierce's ear, coming up with more nicknames for him. And I mean, I think it's great. I think this isn't broken, so there's no reason to try and fix it. Like
Yeah,
just put these two on there. Put them like middle of night one or middle of night two, and
or open.
let them go crazy or open. Shit, yeah, you're right. Honestly, yeah, this should probably be an opener. You're right. You're right.
Make it open. I mean, let her go home early.
Yep.
Let her go home early. I was a fan of it. I think that it's good to give them a break, and then let AJ kind of wrestle other people. We'll get to that on
Yes.
Raw, but and then have Becky come back and
Yeah,
do her thing.
for sure.
Uh, Finn versus Punk, great match. Outcome not in question, but great match.
Yeah, fantastic. And I love that everything we predicted about potential Roman Reigns appearance or Judgment Day involvement, like none of it happened. They just
Yeah,
they just let those two go crazy. Finn had some hope spots. Like there were moments where I briefly pondered, like, hey, could could Triple H do it? But
come
Punk
on,
ended
man.
up getting the win. Hey, bro, come, hey man, he's clearly on timing with this Mania, so I'm not ruling out anything. But I thought Punk making a campaign for 2026 Wrestler of the Year early, man. Those counters, just his psychology and his presence in the ring, like just always in the right spot at the right time, doing exactly what he needs to do, making his opponents look like $1,000,000. Like he's my goodness. Like someone brought up in the Discord, if this run is better than his first run in WWE, and I mean he's got a lot to do still because we had so many eras of him early on. ECW Punk,
Yeah,
Money in
I,
the Bank Punk, Straight Edge Society Punk, 434 Punk. Like it's hard to compare to all that, but he's making a case.
I think that the volume of matches in in WWE didn't start getting great until maybe like what was a great punk match? Like I think he was largely kind of like doing the baby face plucky baby face stuff
Hmm.
until he was straight edge society, and then it was a lot of character stuff.
Yeah,
But like that title reign, that first title reign with the WWE Championship was like that was up there. So I judge it off
I'm with
those
you.
volumes, that volume of matches. Like I can think of matches that I thought were really exceptional, like the John Morrison series in
Mhm.
ECW for
Yeah,
him. But in terms of just like generational, it's gotta be the 434 run in my
for
eyes. And I
sure.
think this is up there.
Yeah, like 2011 on would be when he really got in that mode. And yeah, and I think wrestlers just get better as they get older. You got more reps. You kind of figure out what works, what doesn't. You learn how to put a match together. And we know he's such a savant in this shit. So just his ability to produce his own stuff is top tier. So yeah, man, I think it's a very valid conversation to have. So I can't wait till we one day do that exercise where we line up, his matches from that
Era,
2011 on run to now, because this man has not missed at all.
eras like T Swift. um, then we had the men's chamber, which has some interesting booking in it.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
interesting booking. It was car crash.
Hmm.
It echoed really just the vibe of SmackDown, just in general lately. Is just like a bunch of shit about to happen.
Yeah, but it worked for me. Like the chaos of it all, setting Logan Paul up as this like like that nigga was ranked 99 that night. He was taking everybody out, and
Like the
then
Logan push was nuts. I'm like, how
yeah,
is he
bro.
taking everyone
Yeah,
out?
like, and when you sit and think about it, like this is his third chamber in a row. So like one thing about it, when chamber comes, Logan gonna be there. But his last two, last year he wasn't really effective. The year before he was, because he punched Randy with the brass knuckles, which led to Drew pinning him. But this year, like and it makes sense when you saw what happened to him. Like they got to set him up as this really big bad. So for when he goes up against who revealed himself that night, like he's believable since that guy beat him at WrestleMania a couple years ago. So that made perfect sense to me. But yeah, I thought it was a really good match though.
Yeah, it was good. Logan. I mean, besides the Logan stuff, Trick Williams is just he's out of here.
Yeah,
He's out of
yeah.
here. I don't know. I really don't know how long they can keep him as a baby as a heel, ignoring the reactions that he's getting. Like they're
Yeah.
actively having him try to ignore it, like what's going on. But it's like sometimes you just can't deny it, and I
Mhm.
feel as though it's probably best for them that they just stop trying to do it.
Yeah, I believe you said it like a few weeks ago. Like, don't rush the baby face turn. Give him a reason to turn baby face. And it's like, honestly, bro, the reaction of the crowd, that's the reason. Turn that nigga, turn
Yeah,
him. Like, people can't wait. Then I mean, they're cheering him now, but like when he's able to fully lean into it, when he gets that first lemon pepper stepper shirt, like all that shit, like it's just my God, this is like this is one of the greatest call ups ever already.
yeah.
Already.
Off the top, again, it's power rankings. It's like everyone's succeeding in different ways on different avenues. You know what I'm saying? I think Javon's working in terms of just the spectacle, and people
Yeah.
expect something amazing when he's out there. I think with Oba, it's just the aura, and I'll use this again for Trick, was it's the aura, but also the character that they're building. This isn't your
Yeah.
normal. This is not your normal like big dumb idiot. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? This is a dude who has a legit character, and that I really enjoy kind of see blossom over the last couple of weeks. And with Trick, it's all of that
Yeah,
in
man.
one. Like I think once Trick gets the in ring down packed, he's out of there.
Yeah, and to be honest, he's already good enough. Like what he's done so far with the Ray Phoenixes, with the multi man matches he's had, like it's been good enough. There hasn't been anyone really complaining like they aren't Jey Uso in him yet. Like
Yeah,
so.
I don't think he's gonna get Jey Uso because like he's just so naturally fucking cool. Like
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people like the Ricky Stark segment on NXT, which I watched, and I was like, this is just a really bad imitation. They need to Ricky needs to allow himself to be a different character
Mm,
because you don't cosplay the type of character that The Rock was. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You kind of create your own thing and have that kind of carry what you're doing. Trick is, I would say, he's more Rock like because he's making it his own thing. It's
Absolutely.
his own thing. No one is like Trick Williams right now. In the same
Yeah.
way that no one was like Dwayne Johnson at his peak era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just really the main difference between how it is. He's not. It doesn't feel like he's cosplaying. It feel like this is really who he is.
Yeah, and I mean, we got a very recent strong example of that. Like, people weren't fucking with Los Angeles Evening at LA Night for a while because he felt like he was doing too much of the cosplaying. He didn't feel individual enough. It felt like he was leaning too much on what worked already. So yeah, you gotta set yourself apart. And I think Trick has the charisma and the appeal of Rock without being the Rock, and that's
Without
so
being the Rock.
important.
Yeah, yeah, and he didn't do too bad in the match either. Javon
Hmm.
got some good spots, but ultimately, it all comes down to the foolishness around Drew McIntyre, who just can't leave well enough alone. Drew's story of him being, and I wonder how this will change, when or if he ever becomes a babyface again. His story of just being obsessed with this one moment and not being able to get out of a moment of feeling slighted. He's like the person where it's just like you just can't leave well enough alone. You just can't leave it alone.
Yeah, yeah, it's been that way for 3 4 years now. I have one of the dumbest faves of all time, and he's gonna deserve it when whatever happens, whether it's the his match on Friday on SmackDown, or if he gets. I really think, and just to not to jump ahead, so we can finish with what happened at Chamber. So Drew gets involved, comes in, hits who did he hit with the title? Was it Cody or Randy? I think it was
Cody,
Cody.
yeah, Cody upside down with the title and close it. Ow! It was like he was back up and okay, but it ends up being well fuck, it ends up being Cody and Randy because Seth comes back. We didn't even
Yes.
mention that
Yeah,
part
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah, yeah. My God.
Seth comes back from injury. You kind of had to know he was back. You
Yeah,
kind of had
yeah.
to know that it was imminent. He was coming back. Seth a wild Sethus appears and stomps the shit out of Logan Paul. Biggest pop of the night by
Mhm.
far when he returned with the black hair. So he's fully babyface again.
Yep, yep.
Like he's been heel and babyface back and forth multiple times in 1 year.
And we got the little stare down between him and Cody. So, well,
That's
whatever that's going to
so
mean
fun.
down the line.
Yeah, whatever that means. But it lends itself to such a great wrinkle in that story because it was about Seth. Can you do it on your own?
Yep.
And Seth, what have you become after what we
Hmm.
did at 40? What you became? You beat
Hmm.
me. You said you hate me. You didn't want to be attached to me. You used me. But now look, you're back in that position where you were again, seeing that path isn't the best path for you to take. I love it.
Hmm.
It's
Absolutely.
poetic. It's
For
poetic
sure.
because now we're looking at Seth do that, but we're also looking at Cody kind of like have to reckon with how he's been treated, but also how he's treated people. And
Yep.
I think that's a big part of the story for Cody this year as well, is how he's been treating people and his, I would say, obsession with the title, right? Like he's obsessed with the title. So
Yep.
good. So good. Um so it's Cody, it's Randy. Drew comes in, hits Cody with the title. Randy then hits Drew with the RKO, which leads to the crossroads, which then leads to a RKO in one swift motion. It was one of those moments, Armon, when I was like, bro, these motherfuckers that do wrestling are so good at what they do
Yeah.
because the timing to do that, I don't think I'd be able to do it.
It was it was like a 2K sequence, like,
Yeah,
and it was so funny. Randy hyping him up. Do it, Cody. Do it.
and then gives him the RKO. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton has won the Elimination Chamber. Why do you think nobody complained about Randy winning Elimination Chamber? Like literally nobody
Because it's
complained.
Randy. It's Randy. He's gotten like one title match since he's been back, the Fatal 4-Way at Rumble 24, which no one really talks about because it was mid. Like, he's been in the orbit. He's done his stairs at the title that Cody held, but he hasn't overstayed his welcome in the world title picture. He's been putting people over. He's been doing side quests. He's been helping Cody, and it's his time to get his. And he is a 14-time world champion. So after seeing Cena get 17 and him leave, it's like, all right, well, who's next? Who could
Yeah,
potentially break that record? And you know, having watched Randy for over 20 years, like, you have to at least possibly think he could do it. And so them putting him in this position with someone who he's had beef with over the years in Drew McIntyre, whether he will still be champion or not, like, it makes sense. And at the end of the day, it's Randy Orton. We fucking love Randy Orton. Like,
yeah.
he's just, he is who he is. And yeah, it's very exciting. And it was a shock. Like, not too many people predicted him. Even at we had a little mixer last week, and we were talking about chamber predictions, and everyone was heavy on give it to Javon, give it to Trick. I was like, yeah, I gotta
What?
wait. yeah, I gotta wait. But like, there were only like 2 people in the room who said Randy Orton was gonna do it. I'm like, nah, man, Randy's in there to be ring general, hit a couple RKO's, just keep
And
shit
be out.
together.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, Randy Orton is main eventing a WrestleMania for the first time since
The Batista match, the Batista Bryan, but that wasn't even really a main event. It would have been a Triple H one, right?
it was yes, it was WrestleMania 30. Damn, that I'm trying to think. Yeah, 31 he faced Seth.
Yeah. Well, why am I bugging? I'm thinking that they went on first. They went on last. It'd be 30. It's 30.
30. God damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, here we are, man.
We're back.
That's exciting. That's really exciting.
It's well deserved for sure. And then at the during the post show, Drew McIntyre and Nick Aldis had it out. Nick Aldis said, since you want to interrupt shit, how about you interrupt this? I'm gonna do what you didn't want the whole time, and I'm gonna give Cody a title shot on SmackDown. Car crash, because I tell you what, I think they're gonna do it. I think they're going to do Cody and Randy.
Yeah,
and that would be the only thing that would hinder a Rhea Jade Cargill main event. That is the one thing that would hinder a Rhea Jade Cargill main event.
Yo, what better way to finally give us the match that we've been wanting and they've been building up for years than in the main event of WrestleMania with Cody as champion, Randy chasing him. Like that's money. It's pretty brilliant how they put it together. I'm sure people are going to say that this is me trying to cope because my guy's the champion. I do still see a world where the multi-man happens, but Cody and Randy is money.
Yeah, it's getting dimmer and dimmer as the days go.
yeah. And honestly, that's fine, man. That's honestly perfectly fine. I do think sometime down the line we'll get a multi between all of them. Like Jacob is still very much so in that orbit. Sammy is still very much so in that orbit. We know Drew is going to come and try to get his lick back. So like it could happen during the summer. It doesn't have to be Mania. I think people are so married to it happening at Mania, and it's like, nah, man, that's the beauty of Triple H booking and the beauty of having all these stars.
Mania ain't his mania.
yeah, exactly.
Mania is not his mania. Let's just be honest. His Mania is not his mania. It's a big show, but he loves SummerSlam.
Yeah, this is just going to be the start.
Yeah, he got a lot of history at SummerSlam. He loves SummerSlam. That's his shit. However, but when I look at it, and let's J5 book this, okay?
Okay.
Cody beats Randy in WrestleMania. Multi-man in Backlash. Drew Cody. Jacob. Yeah.
And either Randy or Sammy.
And Randy or I'll say Randy. Cody loses on that at that multi-man. Jacob wins that match. Sammy reveals that he's the one who took out Jey Uso. And you have Sammy and Jacob title picture for the summertime.
Okay.
In lieu of that, have Sammy win Money in the Bank.
Okay.
Actually, no, don't have Sammy win that. Have Sammy win. No, you can't win. You can't win Money in the Bank. It's in September. You can't do that.
But there might be a King of the Ring tournament this summer.
They're overseas all summer, aren't they? I think they're overseas all summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. Fuck J5 booking. Damn.
No, but you was on something.
I do not envy these people. This is their job. So,
But it's dope. Like it's dope that we have so many faces that can, not faces as in characters, but like literal options for these title matches, because like, we talked about it in the Discord a bit, like Cody's second reign was all Drew. It was all Drew matches. Like we didn't really get anything else. And, it was a fun rivalry in my mind. It kind of went long, but there wasn't really any other options for him. And now with the way Drew has been operating, he's got so many ops for himself. Cody and Jacob are, got their beef. Cody and Sammy.
The worst ops to have is these niggas, bro.
Yeah, man. It's a bunch of ruthless, like, because Randy could go Viper, Apex Predator at any time. Sammy's been crashing out. Jacob is a thug. Like we got a
Bro, the worst niggas, bro. Like, what do you, it's like the meme, like, these is your ops?
yeah,
Like,
bro. What did you do?
what did
What'd
you
you do to
do?
make them niggas that mad?
Like, honestly, it makes sense that it
Yeah,
would be such a shit show for him. It's just so it's so him to
yeah.
have this type of shit happen. So if he does lose, I think we'll know. You know, obviously we'll know by Friday, but like I think
Mhm.
that more than that, like we'll kind of get a sense of how that happens, and if Jacob is the one that costs him to make up for, I think that actually babyface is Jacob more
Oh, for
for him
sure.
to cost Drew finally, and
Oh, for
kind of
sure.
atone for what he did a couple of months ago, because it's the big mistake.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
huge mistake that he made, and then having to atone for that, I think babyface is Jacob, and then allows Cody to kind of swerve back into his more less edgy but more aligned babyface role.
Yeah, it would be a really good story beat if like Cody takes advantage of Jacob interference as opposed to trying to stop it this time. Like you got to
Exactly.
really bring that full circle. That's
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds pretty fire.
Because the story is pulling the trigger.
Yep.
Randy didn't pull the trigger at King of the Ring.
Hmm.
Randy didn't pull the trigger for all of these opportunities where he could have pulled the trigger for, on Cody. Now, what do you get when there's a Randy that's willing to kill his own kind of his own offspring in
Hmm. You
order
got
to
to
get
match
where
the energy, Cody. You
exactly, he's
got
got to
to.
match energy because again, the story of Cody's whole babyface run after the title is this is what people like Roman had to do in order to keep it.
Hmm.
How good can you stay with this title knowing that knowing what the guy who had it for 4 years had to do to keep it?
Yeah, and the guy who took it from you, John Cena, how he was moving. So,
Yeah, how he had to take it and how and what you had to do to get it back.
hmm,
So it's it's layers. It's layers.
yeah.
Speaking of layers and shades of gray, CM Punk and Roman Reigns met each other in the middle of the ring on Monday night on Raw and gave what to me was a better promo than the first one, but also a promo that kind of set the stage for where we're going with these two characters to come in the coming months.
Yeah. Yeah, that Punk dark side, it's
It's
here. It's
there.
not even as coming. It's here.
I told you.
It's here. Yeah, you absolutely did. You absolutely did. Like, good guys have people that they hate. And look, like Cody, for example. Cody will have niggas he don't fuck with, but he'll still be morally right, and he won't go there. There's certain things Cody won't say. Punk took it there, and it's clear his hate for Roman is to a certain level, but it's like all that happy go lucky, isn't it beautiful to be alive? Nah, it's gonna be beautiful when a nigga is dead for him. That's how he's feeling. My
Yeah,
God.
yeah. I think that like it is really good to have a storyteller like Punk be able to kind of sit and do what he does best, and that's fucking tell stories. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And giving Roman and him no fucking script, and they just got to do whatever they wanted to. It what was super important, and again, like Roman doesn't allow, or Punk doesn't allow Roman to get his catchphrase off. They talked about the tweet that Roman sent out. I love that the tweets are always at the center of these these
Yep.
promos. Roman Roman sent out a tweet saying people are Punk looks tired and the people are tired of his reign or whatever the hell that tweet was. Um, and then Punk says, yeah, I'm. He said he's not bothered by the tweet. He said that he doesn't get mad when people say about him on podcasts, which was a
Mm.
jab. Um, he says that's why he's got these bags under his eyes because he's got to put up with Roman's bullshit for 7 weeks.
And carry
And
you to Mania. Mm.
talks about the Indianapolis shit where he debuted the Shield. And then Roman says, "You brought the other two, not me." And I said, "Oh shit." Then Punk talks about he says he's under Roman's skin and is translucent because he can see right through him. And he says it's true that Roman hates him, but what is also well Roman says it's true that he hates him, but he keeps calling him Phil here. But what Phil doesn't understand is that if he didn't have the title, Roman wouldn't even care about him.
Mhm.
He'd be indifferent. And he said Punk is back to entertain the 30 to 40-year-old virgins who still live with their parents, or maybe to sell some T-shirts or draw a house and be a champion. but or a draw house in Chicago. But being a champion, that's above Punk's pay grade because he is a liar. And he said that Punk has people believing that he's their locker room leader. He's having a great time, but every second Punk is backstage, he's bitching and moaning, and his cousins and Roman's cousins are telling him about it because Punk is a punk ass bitch to him. I said, okay. This is the difference between what Jade needs to understand about work shoots.
Yeah.
Because all Roman is doing is just shades of gray.
Yep.
Do you believe it? Do you not believe it? Is it true? Is it not true? It's almost like a rap battle. It's almost like a rap battle when it's, actually rooted in some rooted in past behavior that you can actually pull back to someone that is not consequential to their life. Yeah. But he said Roman says when he wins a title, he's putting Punk on a John Cena retirement tour so he can go to NXT and teach the people there how to do what they do, and then they'll come to their main roster where Roman's gonna smash him. And then he tries to leave, and Punk stops him and he says, "I have to cover some things." Punk's like, "I don't know what you mean by we. There's no more Samoans. You don't got a wise man because I took him away." And he said that Roman is the one chasing him because Punk runs shit around here. He's on Netflix. He says he's hanging out with Jay and Jimmy because the reality is Roman can't do it on his own. Punk doesn't care if Roman loves him or hates him, but you're going to respect him. Then he does the Chris Jericho. You just made the list. And everyone was like, "Oh!" Everyone was so like, "Oh, he said the word. He said the thing. Ring the bell." But he said he's not. He says that. He says he puts around the list. He's like, "Cause I'm not at WrestleMania. I'm not just gonna beat you. I'm gonna bury you." And then he won't be all alone anymore because Punk is gonna bury him next to his father. And Punk leaves the ring. Whoo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how this match is gonna go. Hopefully, I don't know how this match is gonna go.
Don't start this shit with no lockup. Don't WrestleMania 25 it. I need fists thrown. I need Punk ripping that tape off his hands. I need violence. I need pure violence. Like I don't know if they want to put a stip on it. This is the first match. You assume that they're gonna do this again, but it's to that point. It's to that point where you kind of gotta consider putting a stip on it.
Like what?
Mind. Las Vegas street fight, perhaps. Although that's more for like a a mid card.
You sound like you were swirling some wine in a glass when you said that. Maybe not, perhaps. No, I think this was just a phenomenal promo. It's been a phenomenal story thus far. I don't know what the next 6 weeks holds. I would love to see someone else get into the mix. This is those moments where I'm just like, damn, it actually would be kind of cool if Mox was back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, yes.
Because you could throw in that beef, you could throw in those issues and that stuff there. Like, there's a lot. It's a really dense storyline that, like, if they were able to kind of get what they really wanted to or could out of it, you could really make it work in a lot of different ways. And I think that this is just a strong promo all around, man. I really dig how not only are you able to have these two characters act as the baby faces, but our biggest complaint is that Roman kind of does tribal chief all the time. He never stops being tribal chief. I'm actually not even mad that he's doing it here now, because this is just clearly two people that hate each other, and they're both giving that same energy back to each other. This is clearly like a tweener Punk that we're getting now. This is not babyface Punk anymore. He's on another level.
And Roman's also clearly rattled. Like the things he's saying, like he doesn't dig into this bag unless it's like he's talking to Seth or he's talking to someone who's really under his skin. So you can tell Punk is like really, really, really getting to him and peeling back those tribal chief, I'm impenetrable, I'm that guy layers. Like Roman's kind of, his back is against the wall, and he feels like he's got to match the vitriol that Punk is giving him. So it's a really cool aspect of his character. Like, it's the type of stuff that we wanted to see from him, and we know that he can do. He just hasn't necessarily brought that to programs prior to this one. So it's great shit, man.
It's really, really good. It's really good stuff, and that closes the show, and that'll close out this show. This is literally just the beginning. of what's happening for Road to WrestleMania. We will be back next week with Mills will be back actually next week.
Woo!
He's doing great at his new gig, acclimating well. And yeah, he'll be back next week, and we'll talk about the next steps on the road to WrestleMania, what happened on SmackDown, of course, with that title match, and Raw as well. And we'll probably be talking about what happened on Vengeance Day as well. So thank you guys for listening to the A Show. We'll be back next week, hopefully normal time. We'll let you guys know. But until then, thanks Armon for joining the show once again. I was what I say 4K. What a different time.
Yeah, and I'm glad we were able to do this. That there wasn't no run-ins from no masked men.
Yeah,
There's some chaos going on that we got to talk about, figure out. But everyone, just be careful, watch your backs, look out for each other, and we're gonna get this thing figured out.
yeah. Join the Discord, okay?
Yeah.
Because I don't know who to trust. It might be one of you motherfuckers that joined the Discord and got a key in
Hmm.
there. But there's somebody in there that is playing some evil pranks. And listen, they unmasked the black mask, the masked man already. There's no more masked men. So whoever you are, show yourself.
Yeah.
We'll see. Thank you guys for listening to the A Show. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.